Adnan Tariq, and I'm glad to be here with you again as your host. It's wonderful to see so many familiar faces as well as some new ones joining us to celebrate and learn from the incredible journeys of Amal alumni. Today's session is special because we have a unique blend of disciplines in our guest story. We are honored to have with us a CSS graduate who originally comes from an engineering background. This combination promises to give us fascinating insights into how diverse skills and experiences can come together to create a remarkable career path. In today's session, we'll explore our guest journey in depth, looking at the key moments that shaped their path, the obstacles that they overcame, and the insights that they gained. We also discuss how engineering background has impacted their work in CSS and what are their future aspirations. So without a further ado, let's welcome our inspiring guest, Naila Nazar. Thank you so much for joining us. And to start, could you please tell us a bit about yourself, about your background, and what led you to your transition from engineering to CSS?
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm humbled that you guys that I was invited by Amal Academy to have a talk with you all. As Adnan have already introduced me, my name is Naila Nazar, and I have done electrical engineering from UT Lahore. After that, I did my master's in industrial engineering and management with gold medal. I'm black belt in karate and taekwondo. I did that training during my studies in UET. Uh, after being done with the studies, I started working with Automate Pakistan as an automation engineer, uh, precisely because I wanted to explore what engineering or private sector can offer, and the skills that were basically being taught, and the experience that you get while working in the private sector. Working with Automate Pakistan for 1 year, after working with Automate, I joined DESCON as energy system specialist because I had designed the product that is energy audits in Automate Pakistan. That was the product that I undertook in my research while I was doing my master's. So, I combined whatever I was learning in my master's and whatever I was experiencing during my private work in private sector. So both of these experiences, they helped me come up with something that was very value to the private sector and to our engineering sector. When I was done with my master's in 2019, and at that time I was working with DESCON, I decided that this is the moment that I should go for should go for CSS, because doing CSS was always the first priority. I went to work in private sector just to gain experience so that I'm better equipped and more experience to work for the good of the public. And you all know that CSS is a roadmap where CSS is a basically gateway where you can serve people with whatever you have learned or whatever you have gained through all of your study or through all of your experience throughout your life. So in 2020, I appeared for CSS. That was my first attempt. I resigned from DESCON in August. It took me 4 to 5 months to prepare for CSS. I won't say that it was easy because for a person who has 18 years of education and almost 2+ years of private working in private sector, where you have to work around the clock, like you are always on your foot. 5 to 6, 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 months, I was grinding throughout the day and night. I was working throughout the day and night. So this is the myth, or there is this myth as well related to CSS, that people cannot do CSS in 4 to 5 months or even 3 to 4 months. But it entirely depends on your academic background, on your personal skill set, on your own mindset. So it varies from person to person, the time period that is going to be required for doing CSS. Uh, we will, go into the details of how to prepare for CSS and what subjects should be taken. That was the brief introduction that I wanted to, give about myself.